What's the deal, YouTube? It's your boy Next Gen 720, and I am back with another video. Yes, thank you to everybody who stopped by my live stream yesterday. Had a ball, we had a blast. Had two weirdos, had to block two motherfuckers, but hey, so is life. But we had a great time yesterday. I'm going to get back in the live stream. I missed just doing live videos. I told a little bit of the UFO story. I didn't tell the whole story. I told a little bit of it. There's just so much to the story. Like, I just told a little part, you know what I mean? The fact, you know what I mean, that it was like, nah, and this, you know what I mean? I told a little bit, you know what I mean? Like I said, I wish I can get my grandmother to tell her part. It'd be very authentic, you know what I mean? What happened and what she flipped out. Like, the story is just trippy as fuck, you know what I mean? But like I said, hold on one second. Yeah, you know what I mean? If I can get her to tell her part, it'd be very, very authentic, you know what I mean? But yeah, some real shit, man. I was 12 years old, I'm sorry. Saw some trippy shit that happened. Like, it was crazy as hell, like, you know what I mean? But, yes, like I said, I told a little bit of the story yesterday on my live stream. Because people were asking me about it, but like I said, I can't tell. I want to wait, like I said, to my channel, Osman, you know what I mean? I can just tell the whole story. We can have, we can have a good conversation just talking about it, you know what I mean? The topic in general, the phenomenon, the paranormal. You know what I mean? It'd be something to, like I said, I want to do different things on my channel, man. Besides just video games. But yeah, like I said, thank you to all those that stopped by my live stream. I really had a blast. I was on my Zaire account, and I had a blast. I haven't live streamed probably in a while, very long time, and had over 100 some odd people there just showed up talking shit, playing video games. I was playing the game Z Heroes, and I wanted to live stream some Star Wars Battlefront. But when you go to live stream on Twitch with the Xbox One, I don't know. This is not the first time I heard this, but I don't know, but something with EA servers, it starts saying lagging for the live streams. I couldn't do the Star Wars Battlefront, so I just hopped on 2K, and then from 2K we just sit and talk for about a half hour. You know what I mean? But anyway, also like I said, if you haven't checked out the last videos, my latest videos, I'll leave the link down below. Shout out to all the people that subscribe to my Twitch channel. I'll leave that link down below also. But go watch, check out my last few videos. Always like to read your comments. Even if I may not comment, you always read your comments, man. Even the weird, the strange ones. But anyway, on to today's video. Now, I think this game here is gathering like a lot of steam, and I think Ubisoft's whole reputation is riding on this game because this generation, the games that Ubisoft have put out has been very lackluster. You know what I mean? They hit us with the bait and switch. They show us these pretty games, and when they come out, they're like some watered down horse piss or something. But anyway, it says here that Ubisoft dev claims The Division is maxing out the PS4, the Xbox One, and the almighty PC. You know what I mean? Utilizing every tiny little cycles. It's a matter of pride, says Ubisoft Master Creative Director Magnus Jansen. There has been much speculation on how Tom Clancy's Division will perform on the PlayStation 4, the Xbox One, and the PC, especially given Ubisoft's somewhat disappointing tech record on modern gen consoles. He's talking about the Xbox and the PlayStation 4, like, horrible frame rates. Look what they did with Watch Dogs. They showed this game. They showed the game to us in 2012. They gave it to us in 2014. And it was nothing like what they showed us in 2012. Serious downgrade. On modern gen consoles and gaming PCs, but it seems that the game may actually turn out to be quite a looker on PC given the plethora of graphic settings. The world's biggest platform supports, but what about the console version? Will the Division push the hardware to the limit? With the Snowdrop engine, check this out, we are able to get the max out of any platform, Ubisoft Master Creative Director Jansen said in the interview. Now, here's the thing. Now, if Watch Dogs was pushed back a year, we were thinking that they were going to use DirectX 12 with the Snowdrop engine. It was incorporated. It was talked today was DirectX 12 with the Snowdrop engine. This doesn't seem to be the case. You know what I mean? Now, it doesn't go on to this article. They say what resolution the game is. And again, I don't care. Enemies die the same. Like I said before, what Sony fans with this whole resolution thing, If resolution honestly means that much, you should be playing on a gaming PC. I'm just being honest. Who the fuck can tell the difference? Honestly, well, not even graphically. Who tells the difference between 900p and 1080p? Most people can't even tell the difference between 720p and 1080p. I mean, because it's upscale. Prime example, when Call of Duty came out, when these next generation consoles first came out, Call of Duty Ghosts, and IGN gave a slight edge to the PlayStation 4 version. They said because it was in 1080p, it looked better. Both versions was in 720p. You know, I mean, like I told you guys before, it's not resolution that determines if the game has great graphics. It's the textures and the shaders and stuff like that. That's what determines if the game has good graphics. Prime example, I can play Mario 64 in 4K resolution right on my PC, right? But it won't look better graphically than God of War 3 on a PlayStation 3. You understand what I'm saying? It's like resolution doesn't determine if the game has great graphics. You know, look at Rise of Rome. That's only 900p, 30 frames a second, and it's probably the best looking game on between that's released that's to come out this generation on consoles. You know what I mean? Whether it's the PlayStation 4 or the Xbox One, Rise of Rome looks fantastic. The Order 1886, some people might say The Order 1886 is the best looking game. That's 800p. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? That's 800p or some shit like that. That's not even 1080p. You know what I mean? It's that, like I said, what you Sony dudes, you only 900p is only a problem when it's on the Xbox One, but when games that are come out that's 900p, like Assassin's Creed Syndicate was 900p on both platforms, it's you know, you don't have an issue with it. Star Wars Battlefront is 900p. You know, Battlefield is 900p on the PlayStation 4. It's okay when it's 900p on the PlayStation 4, but when it comes to the Xbox One, it's dog shit. Like, you know, we can't play resolution. We can't. So that to me, that's not what important to me. You know what I mean? The reason, like I said before, like I had to talk about this yesterday in my live stream, and yeah, come people talking about the whole resolution thing, 900p. I can't play resolution. You know what I mean? I can play games. You know what I mean? The reason why I didn't buy my PlayStation 4, to be honest with you, to play glorified indies. I didn't, you know, I mean, 99.9% of the PlayStation 4, you know, library exclusives, I don't need a PlayStation 4 to play them. I can get them on PlayStation 3. And that's fact, you know what I mean? So speaking of which, I'm going to do a video too, you know what I mean? Because of the hypocrisy in this community. But, well, you know, all Microsoft games are going to PC. No, they're not. They're putting, listen, what's so hard about this? If Microsoft puts their own intellectual properties in their own Microsoft store and their Windows 10 store, what's the problem? What's wrong with it? Just think about that. You know what I mean? What's the problem? They're not putting them on Steam. They're putting them inside their Windows store. You know what I mean? That gives them a bigger market share. So what's the problem with that? Is it a problem that I can play God of War 3 on my Samsung television? You know what I mean? So, you know, I don't even need a PlayStation to play Gran Turismo, God of War, you name it. I can play all those games on my Samsung 4K television. You know what I mean? But that's okay though for Sony. But if Microsoft puts their own intellectual properties inside their own store, that's an issue. And let me riddle me this. What stops Sony from putting their PlayStation 4 games inside on PlayStation Now? I mean, they can do it technically. I'm just saying they can. What stops them from doing it? You know? Well, don't say because of the bandwidth of the graphics. No. You saw remember on live? You know what I mean? That's, you know, you had up to date games or whatever the fuck the case may be on the streaming service, or look at the Video Shield. You can stream up to date games on, you know, you can stream them. Like it is what it is, or over the cloud. So, you know, it's okay for Sony to do it, but it's not okay for Microsoft to do it. Sony can put their intellectual properties on rival platforms or anything else on PC or what stops them from putting, you know, PlayStation Now on PC? They have it on televisions, you know what I mean? So what the fuck is the difference? You know what I mean? But it's like I say, you guys, the hypocrisy in this community is crazy. Some of the things that that y'all guys like to argue about is null and void, man. You know what I mean? We're console gamers. We arguing about let's talk about the games. The games. If it ain't about, let's talk about the games. Let's talk about the features of these consoles. You know what I mean? Again, the reason why I prefer the Xbox One, because it's honestly it's a better built machine, especially when the online infrastructure. You know what I mean? Look at the bandwidth. Like I have IP version 6 Verizon Files. I have 150 over 150. The PlayStation 4 is IP version 4. And you wonder why your matches and shit and all that shit is so laggy and stuff like that. And it's still doing peer to peer. The Xbox One is IP version 6. You know what I mean? The PlayStation 4 is IP version 4. You know what I mean? So, if for those of you that have both, if you don't know what the fuck I'm talking about, for those of you that have both consoles, the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4, go to your settings and check your bandwidth. I guarantee you your Xbox One will have a higher bandwidth than your PlayStation 4. Fact. You know what I mean? Because like I said before, the Xbox One is IP version 6 and the PlayStation 4 is IP version 4. Very, very old technology. You know what I mean? But shall I digress? But anyway, so back to what I was saying, the Division is supposed to be, maxing out the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. So it goes on with what I was saying before. Here we're only in year 3 or whatever of these consoles, and they're already maxed out. That's why I told you before that we're going to have new consoles. We're going to see them about 2018, and they're going to probably be on the market about 2019. It's only 20,000. It's only 2000. It's already 2016, and they're saying they're maxing these consoles out already. Here it is, Nintendo's coming out with their Nintendo NX, which is going to be newer tech, which is most likely going to be more powerful than the PlayStation 4 and the Xbox One. You know what I mean? It's going to be a problem, especially if Nintendo if they can gather some third-party support and they can run all their multi-plats, quote-unquote. This is what you guys care about at 1080p, 60 frames a second. Oh, shit, the gloves is off, man. But anyway, this is your boy NextGen720. I will be live streaming later on. Fuck it, we're going to have fun with this, man. And I'm come rock out with your boy, man. Bang, bang.